जागो 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 कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। सहस्त्रार में आके, सहस्त्रार में आके छू ही लेंगे वो हम आसमां। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। मूलाधार में तुम बैठी हो माँ, सदियों से तुम सोई हुई। मूलाधार में तुम बैठी हो माँ, सदियों से तुम सोई हुई। इच्छा हुई पाले तुझको, इच्छा हुई पाले तुझको। हासिल हो तुम जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। समा जाओ माँ मज्जा में अभी, सभी चक्र तुम निरंजित करो। समा जाओ माँ मज्जा में अभी, सभी चक्र तुम निरंजित करो। गणेशा स्वयं पूजे तुझको, गणेशा स्वयं पूजे तुझको। शरण में तेरी जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। सोई आत्मा में प्रकाश भरो, जो बिखरे हैं चित्त एकत्रित करो। सोई आत्मा में प्रकाश भरो, जो बिखरे हैं चित्त एकत्रित करो। कभी दूर होंगे अंधेरे, कभी दूर होंगे अंधेरे। रोशनी में तेरी जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। सहस्त्रार में आके, सहस्त्रार में आके छू ही लेंगे वो हम आसमां। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो सब पे कृपा। जागो कुंडलिनी माँ, करो कृपा करो सब पे कृपा करो सब पे कृपा
Very good morning and a warm welcome to all of you on our session this morning. As you might be aware, we are having 3 sessions every day, like this one in the morning at 8 a.m., one in the afternoon at 4:15, and one in the evening at 7:45 p.m. All these sessions are geared towards introducing the new seekers, such as yourself, towards Sahaja Yoga, giving a brief introduction about what it is, and then, of course, going for meditation, most important bit. At the end of these sessions, if you have any questions or you want to speak with us, you can do that by joining the Zoom link or writing your questions on the YouTube chat. Apart from these 3 sessions, we have one more daily session at 5:30 p.m. for seekers who have understood the basics of Sahaja Yoga and now want to go deeper into meditation. All these 3 sessions daily are in Hindi, except one on Saturday morning in Marathi and one on Sunday morning in English for seekers who requested to understand in their own languages. So, without any further delay, now let's start the session today. What we'll do is briefly just talk about what is Sahaja Yoga, what is so unique, how do we benefit from it, the basic questions that might be popping up in your minds when you hear about Sahaja Yoga. So, Sahaja Yoga uh, is a term coined by Shree Mataji Nirmala Devi, whose photograph you can see behind me, in 1970 when she started Sahaja Yoga. Even though it sounds like something new, it is in fact the very old heritage of ours, of our great country, that has been here for thousands of years. We have known this knowledge for a very long time, only that it has gotten lost somehow and we have forgotten about it. Even though it is the very old tradition and the knowledge that we have had, there is something very new about Sahaja Yoga. So let us see what is the old and the new. So the old is essentially the Atma Sakshatkar, the awakening of the self, Kundalini Chakran. These are the terms that have been there, very hidden, but talked about and practiced by Rishi Munis, saints, sages, seers, peers. We know so many in our great country. And we hear that they used to do tapasya and penance for ages together and lives together. Then they would get it. It was a very difficult time explained. So it was difficult also because it was a tradition of one guru, one shishya. So that one guru would give Atma Sakshatkar to only one disciple. And he would choose them among many after taking several tests and making them go through several penances and all that. And we had a difficult system, even though that was the time for that. But Ashtanga yogas were defined by Patanjali, who first very vividly gave the picture of what it is, the chakras, nadis inside us, and talked about yoga. So he put up 8 parts of yoga, yam, nayam, pranayam, pratyahar, etc. And then among that was also one wee bit of 1/8 was yoga asana, where we now think that asana is what it is to get. No, it is to get yoga, just not. So these things were put up to put yourself right first. You correct yourself in every possible way and do the tapasya and the penance, and then maybe one of you might get to God. So those were the difficult times. Having said that, the description of Kundalini, even though it was kept secretive and was only passed by one guru to one shishya, etc. In 12th century, Gyaneshwar, a great saint in Maharashtra, for the first time, really, he talked about it very clearly. He wrote Gyaneshwari Gita, which was really about Gita. And it was often questioned why Gita never had a description about Atma Sakshatkar and Kundalini Chakra. So he put up a whole chapter about Kundalini and explained how this is the only way you can get to your self-realization. But then again, the Pandits and Brahmins of those times said that this is not allowed to read. It is called as Nishiddha because nobody understood about it. Even if you read about it, how do you get to it? And of course, it also hurt their pockets. Um, After that, many people, especially like Kabira and Tukaram and many other sages have talked about and given many inferences towards Sahaja Yoga, what we know of Sahaja Yoga now as, and the Kundalini system inside, and how one gets it and what happens when one gets it. I think there have been too many of them. But again, we do not understand it. For example, Kabira says, Shunya Shikhar par anhat bajer. To be honest, nobody really understands what that means. So there have been many such things in the past. And over a period of time, this knowledge has uh, developed a little, and there has been some inferences and instances of people talking about it. But largely, it is unknown. Shree Mataji says that when she started Sahaja Yoga, she used to talk about Kundalini. People used to think, is it Kundali, the horoscope thing that we normally know? So we didn't even know about this great knowledge inside us. Now, we say that this is an old thing and this has been there for so long, but it's been very secretive. So, and it's very difficult. That is how it is explained that no normal person can get their Kundalini awakened. And it is the most impossible things. And if you read some books, they are in fact frightening. Because again, as Shree Mataji says, it's the people who don't know about it. And let's say you bring a villager who has never seen electricity. Now, nobody's there like that. But let's say there is someone who lives on an island and has not seen electricity. And they put their hands in the plug and they say that electricity is dangerous. So that is the situation with most people. To talk about it and to give self-realization is the highest of highest, and only one who is authorized can do it. Even though it has been described as something very difficult, one instance I always like to talk about is of the great Shivaji Maharaj. He once asked his Guru Ramdas Swami, how long does it take to get your self-realization? He says that it happens that very second. You just need someone who can give it and someone who can take it. So somebody authorized is required. Not every dictum Hari can talk about it and give it. So it has to be an authorized person who can give it, first of all. Then, how can it happen with us, with the normal household people, living and working and taking care of daily routines, and we have so many problems of our own. Some people think they are so bad. How can they get it? They are broken inside and have so much guilt and all of that. So again, a time that has been promised and described very well. As long ago as 14,000 years ago, when Bhrigu Muni wrote Bhrigu Samhita, he's the father of the horoscope knowledge that we have. And he says that this time will come. He mentions a year that, when translated to modern calendars, actually translates to 1970. He says that people living in their households will get self-realization. And he describes a very beautiful time to come after that. Because when normal people and the masses get this, they all see the benefit and the society benefits. And a really beautiful picture is painted there. It's described by many, many people actually. And there's a Puran we have of Nal Damayanti Akhyan, where the king Nal is separated from his wife by Kali, whose yuga we live in, times of Ghor Kali Yuga. And the king got hold of Kali and he said that, I'll kill you because when your time comes, people will suffer so much. So he said, go ahead, O great king, but first listen to my importance. When my time will come, Ghor Kali Yuga will come, people residing in their households, normal people who were in their past lives searching for God in hills and dales. They'll be born as normal household people and they'll all get their self realization. Listening to this, the king left him alive. It's a very interesting thing that in these times of great confusion, as it's called as, this great bhranti that is there in this Kali Yuga, and we are all confused. We don't know what is right, what is wrong, and we go headlong after something thinking that it will give us the joy, but it doesn't. Then we go after something else thinking that this is going to finally give me the satisfaction that I'm looking for, but it does not. One after the other, one after the other, it just goes on and it's very fast. These are fast times. These are times of everything moving at a jet speed. And suddenly we realize that none of it is giving us the joy that we were looking for. It is only because of this madness all around that we hear and see. So many bad things are happening in this world that we turn towards spirituality and look for God. So these are in fact very interesting and very great times. Shri says, never in the history of humanity so many seekers were looking for God. Even though many have gone to wrong places and wrong gurus and organizations who are looting them or doing very bad things, in fact. But the fact of the matter is that these are the times when we are truly searching, and the search is there because of these problems. So, in these great times of searching, something has to happen that gives us this great awakening to the masses, as has been promised by many. In every religion, it has been promised that there will come a time when something great will happen. It's called as resurrection, Kayama, and so many different names given. Hindu religion, of course, I don't need to mention, there are too many inferences. So, what is it that is going to happen in this, and how is it possible so easily? So, the method of Sahaja Yoga, as Shree Mataji describes, is like this. For example, you have a lamp, you want to light it. First, you put everything right. You put all the screws okay, and you fix the mirrors and clean it very hard and work towards it and bring whatever is broken and replace it. And then you put the light on. So that was the old method, the old tradition that we have had, where you do yam, niyam, pranayam, pratyahar, and so many things and work hard and put everything okay. And then finally, the guru may decide that you are worthy and give you self-realization. But now, the need of the hour is that most of us should get it. That is the only way humanity can be saved. We often, one can often think that if God Almighty has made us as the epitome of His creation, and so much hard work has been put in by this great uh, thinker and planner, then probably we are not there yet. There is something still missing. Something still needs to happen for us to become how He planned us to be. And that is our self-realization. That is our awakening. So Shree Mataji says today's Sahaja Yoga's method is like lighting that lamp first. We'll put the light on. In that small light that is coming, one can see for themselves what is wrong. Otherwise, we don't see what is wrong with us. We are obstinate people. We've been told to do not this, not that, but it doesn't come to us. But that light truly comes to us as the real true knowledge. And in that we can see what is right, what is wrong. And it is not mental. It is not mental at all. It is something that you feel on your own central nervous system. So everything today is relative. Even killing someone can be rationalized. Terrorists are rationalizing themselves. In this world, it becomes very difficult to say, yes, this is the perfect, exact, real truth. Unless I touch something and say that, yes, it's very hot, my hands are burning, or it's very cold, I feel cold. So in that case, only one can really justify and say, this is an example to tell you that this happening tells us the real truth on our central nervous system, as plain and simple as that. Without that, we should not agree and should not accept anything that is mental. Because mentally, we can believe everything and anything. It is very easily done. Any mental projection can lead you to something. Very nice thoughts can lead you to something, but it doesn't do any real changes. It's all superficial. So, what happens inside yoga really, and how does it change us? So, let's spend a few minutes on our internal subtle system, and that will help us in understanding this a bit more. So, we all look very different from outside, but inside we are made like this. We were made like this when we were in our mother's womb. In fact, the power that created us entered through the fontanelle bone area at the top of our head. Just a soft bone when you would have seen if you have seen very small children. It's a very soft area. Later on, calcification happens and we have a hard area here now. So the power entered through us and refracted into three parts. Our brain is like a prism shaped entity. And when it refracts into three parts, the one coming from the right goes to the left, which is shown in the blue. It is the power of our desire, power of our emotions, and is the channel of our past. The one coming from the left goes to the right, which is shown in the yellow. It is the power of our action, mental, physical, and it is the channel of our future. These two channels control our complete sympathetic nervous system on the left and right side. The one power coming from the center, it does the creation of these channels, chakras. So these are the seven main chakras inside us that are created. All these chakras and nadis, in fact, govern our complete being. Whoever we are, however we function in life, whatever we do, is because of this. These are the roots inside us. We only see the outside right now. We don't know about our roots. So these are the roots inside, and these chakras and nadis govern our complete physical being, mental being, emotional being, and spiritual being. And problems in these chakras and nadis, the permutations and combinations of them, create these diseases and several other problems, which could be even familial and mental and emotional, everything. So, after all of this creation, the residual energy comes and settles down at the almost the end of our spine. There's a triangular bone. It's called as the sacrum bone, means the sacred bone. Somehow it's been called that, meaning that the old folks who named it, probably the Greeks, knew about it being the sacrum bone, sacred bone. The power comes and settles down. When it settles, it makes coils, 3.5 coils. Coils in Sanskrit is kundal, and this is our mother power. That is why it is called as kundalini. Why the mother power? Because she is our individual mother. Each one of us has our individual mother. She is with us in all of our lives, knows everything about us. Her only goal is to give us our self-realization, which is often called as the second birth. In Sanskrit, a realized person is called as Dvijaha, and a bird is also called as Dvijaha. Means the bird first takes the form of an egg, and then it breaks through and sees the world for what it really is. Similarly, we are right now born as an egg. We have not seen the world for what it truly is. Once we break through, means this Kundalini awakens and pierces through the fontanelle bone area again. That is when we truly see what the world is all around. We say that God resides in every molecule and atom around us. Kan kan mein Bhagwan. We have never felt him. But that power is all pervading. It is all around us. When this awakening happens and this piercing takes place, that power that is all around us starts flowing through us. And we feel it on our hands. Why do we feel it on our hands? Because the hands are the end points of our nervous system. And these nadis and chakras on the physical gross level, they control our complete nervous system, the plexuses, subplexuses, and parasympathetic nervous system as well, central channel controls. And the end points of our nervous system are our hands and our legs. It's easiest to feel this on our hands when we meditate. That's how we feel this all-pervading power on our hands. Now, what is the indication of this power? It is described as the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost in Bible. Adi Shankaracharya, the first Shankaracharya, wrote a book called Saundarya Lahari, means beautiful vibrations. He says that when Mother's grace dawns upon us, we feel Salilam Salilam Chaitanya, means cool, cool vibrations. In Quran, it is said that when Qiyamah's time will come, means resurrection time, your hands will speak and will give witness against you, because they will tell you what is wrong with you. For example, when this awakening happens, and we see these numberings are given here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 7 chakras on our hands, on the left and right side. Each chakra has 3 parts, left, right, and center. We feel that on our hands in meditation. So let's say I have a stomach trouble. I might get a tingling hair on this finger or a heat coming up or something like that. There are many reasons, many on different aspects for a chakra to be got. But we know the decoding, then we can know what is wrong with us. If you go and tell an egoistic person that you're egoistic, you cannot do that. But if he's scratching on this finger, that is of this chakra, then we'll tell them that, say, the scratch is only when you are a very egoistic person or gets very angry a lot. So then he'll have to correct it, because in meditation you want the cool breeze flowing and not any catches happening. So you correct yourself. That is not a mental correction again. You have this power flowing, and this is the divine power flowing through you. You know it for sure in meditation. And you yourself know it for sure. Nobody else tells you, yes, now you're realized. So you know it for sure, and you use this power to correct your own chakras. There are ways and methods easily done. In Sahaja Yoga, nothing very complicated, but you put yourself all right. When you put yourself all right, even the physical diseases are cured. Mental problems are cured. Familiar problems are cured. Even monetary problems get cured. Because what are we saying here? That the all-pervading, all-powerful God, we are now connected with Him. Up until now, we've been calling His name, doing bhajans, mantras, all types of things to reach out. But sometimes feels, has He listened to us? Now you will know for sure whether what you are saying has been heard or not with vibrations. For example, if you ask any fundamental questions, for example, if you ask, is there God? You'll feel cool vibrations flowing. So you know that this is the truth. If you ask for a person who is not true, is he a true person? Then you'll get heat coming out of your hands. So you'll know the absolute truth of everything. And this is a knowledge that we have not known till now. Completely unaware of something so amazing and freely available to us. So there's just too much to talk about in Sahaja Yoga, and there's so much to tell. And Shree Mataji has given thousands of lectures in Hindi, English, and Marathi languages. And this whole knowledge is completely freely available to all of us. The most important thing is, in fact, getting the realization. And until you get that, it's like you have not seen a place. And I keep describing it to you. And you think this might all be a cock and bull story. So the best way is to take you there and you see it for yourself. So we'll go for meditation, and it's not a long process. Even though Sahaja Yoga is completely Sahaj and spontaneous, it happens on its own. There just needs to be a giver and a taker, as we said. But there are some steps that we do to first help ourselves, because we lead a life of imbalances and many things that affect us, our chakras. So we help some of them, not all, and then we go for meditation. So there are some steps we'll do where we also take help from the 5 elements that are that made us, and there are some steps to be seen which you can see now with your eyes open. Later on, we'll do these steps with our eyes closed. First of all, if you're sitting on the ground, you can sit as is shown here, cross-legged with your hands open in your lap. If you're sitting on a chair or sofa, make sure both your feet are put apart on the ground. You can take off your socks, etc. If you're wearing spectacles, you can take them out. If you're wearing anything tight anywhere, even anything on your waist, etc., you can loosen it. or anything on your fingers, you can take them out. Now, what we will do is we'll put the right hand on the Mother Earth and left hand in our lap open, like as is shown. You can just see the steps right now with your eyes open. Later on, we'll do those steps with our eyes closed. Left hand in our lap open, right hand on the Mother Earth. Then we bring the right hand back into our lap and put the left hand bent from the elbow towards the sky. This right hand in our lap, left hand bent from the elbow towards the sky. Then we put both the hands on the Mother Earth. The next steps will only use the right hand. So the left hand is to be kept open in our lap and the right hand is to be used. The right hand will place on our heart and press it here, like it has been shown. Then we place this hand on our forehead across, like we would when we would have a headache, and bend our head forward. Press the hand from both sides and bend our head forward. Then we'll place this right hand, the center of our palm, fingers completely outstretched at the top of our head, the frontal bone area, and press it. While pressing, we'll move the hand in a clockwise direction. Move the hand while pressing in a clockwise direction while bending our head forward again. And we'll keep doing this while doing some prayers. Then we'll also later see the vibrations coming out of our head and touching our palm. So these are all the steps. Not much to be done really. So the question that may come in one's mind is that, is it really this easy to get it? We said that it is very easy. Just need someone who can give it. Shree Mataji, Nirmala Devi, her photograph is very special because it emits those vibrations that makes this great happening possible inside us. Up until now, the real incarnations and saints were never pictured, which is why this photograph is very special. Please sit with complete humility and complete respect and keep all your questions and doubts that must be popping in your heads aside. Because let's say if this is the great chance and opportunity of getting our self-realization, then we should not let our mind hinder it with stupid questions. So just keep them aside for a while and look at Shree Mataji's photograph while opening both your palms in your lap and sit straight. The only thought that we should have right now is that I only want my self-realization, nothing else. Looking at Shree Mataji's photograph, can now slowly close our eyes. And see what is happening inside of us. Just see. Now we will do the steps that we had seen earlier. We will place the right hand on the Mother Earth. Keep the left hand open in our lap as it is. And the right hand is to be placed on the Mother Earth. Here we have to pray, Mother, please take out all the impurities and negativities of my left channel through the Mother Earth. Mother, please take out all the imbalances of my left channel through the Mother Earth. We bring our attention to our palm and just see what is happening here. Mother, please take out all the impurities of my left channel through the Mother Earth. Now bring your right hand back into your lap and put the left hand bent from the elbow towards the sky. Right hand in her lap open and left hand bent from the elbow towards the sky. Here we have to play, Mother, please take out all the impurities of my right channel through the ether element. Mother, please take out all the imbalances of my right channel through the ether element. We'll bring our attention to both of our palms and just see what is happening. Mother, please take out all the impurities and imbalances of my right channel through the ether element. Now we'll place both of our hands on the Mother Earth. Here we have to pray, Mother, whatever imbalances and impurities are still left in my left and right channels, please take them out through the Mother Earth. Mother, please take out all the imbalances and impurities of my left and right channels through the Mother Earth. Mother, please bring me into complete balance. Mother, please bring me into center. Mother, please bring me into the present. I will bring both our hands back into our lap. Now the next steps will only be done with the right hand. We'll keep the left hand open in our lap as is and place the right hand on our heart and press it here. While pressing the right hand on the heart, we have to assert a great truth. Mother, I am the pure spirit. I'm not this body, it's mine, these thoughts, these desires. All of this is momentary and fleeting. The only eternal thing is the spirit inside all of us. So we have to assert and say, Mother, I am the pure spirit. Mother, I am the pure spirit. Mother, I am nothing else but the pure spirit. Now, as We are the pure spirit. We are not guilty of anything. If we keep feeling guilty unnecessarily for small things, we will not feel the vibrations on our hands because a particular chakra gets caught up and does not allow vibrations to be felt on our hands. So we have to say, Mother, I am not guilty at all. God Almighty is the ocean of love and forgiveness. We'll leave all of our guilt at His lotus feet and not feel guilty about anything at all. It's absolutely necessary. Say, Mother, I am not guilty at all. Mother, I am not guilty at all. Now we'll bring this right hand to our forehead and place it across on both sides and press it from both sides. We'll bend our head forward a little. Here we have to forgive everyone. Without forgiving everyone, we cannot get our realization. When we don't forgive, we play into the hands of people who have done us wrong. But when we do forgive, God takes over. So we just have to forgive and say, Mother, I forgive everyone without remembering anyone. We say, Mother, I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive everyone. Forgive myself as well. O God Almighty, if I have done any mistakes against you, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. O God, if knowingly or unknowingly I have made any mistakes against you, please forgive me. Now we'll bring this right hand, stretch the fingers completely, and place the center of palm at the top of our head, the fontanel bone area, and press the center of our palm on the fontanel bone area, which was a soft bone when we were kids. And while pressing, we'll move the palm in a clockwise direction. While pressing the hand, we'll move the hand in a clockwise direction. And while doing this, we'll bend our head forward. We'll slowly keep moving our hand. And here we have to very humbly ask for it. Without us asking for it, we cannot get our self-realization. So we have to pray, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my Atma Sakshatkar. Mother, please give me my yoga, the union with the divine. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization. You can now stop moving the hand and keep both the hands open in our lap, like we are asking for something. And keep our attention where our hand was just now. For a few seconds, we'll sit in meditation. And bring our attention to both of our palms and just see what is happening at the center of these palms. Is there a cool breeze coming out of her hand? Can be a very subtle feeling. So look at it minutely. Can be in one hand or both the hands. Now bring your attention to the tips of your fingers. See if there's a tingling or itching sensation in one or the other finger in one hand or both the hands. These are chakras being worked upon by Kundalini, telling us where she is working. Once again, we'll bring the right hand at the top of our head where we had pressed and moved the scalp and raise it just a few inches above while bending our head forward. Just a few inches above, we'll move our hand back and forth and see. There's a cool breeze coming out of our head and touching our palm. It can be from a will be from a particular place, so you can move your hand a little and see. Now bring the right hand back into your lap and see the same with the left hand. Again, it's a subtle feeling, so we'll look at it minutely. It can also be hot in some of us. Move your hand back and forth, left, right, even up and down a little. Sometimes people feel it quite up to a height as well. Now, in the last step, we'll put both the hands completely up towards the sky, elbows straight, palms open towards the sky, and push back your head. We'll ask one of these three questions three times. Oh God, is this Param Chaitanya? Is this the divine energy, cosmic energy? Is this the power of love of God that does everything? Any one question three times. We'll bring our hands back into our lap. Place our attention once again at the top of our head, the fontanel bone area, and sit in meditation for a few seconds. We can now slowly open our eyes and look at Shree Mataji's photograph. We find that there are no thoughts right now, even with our eyes open. This is the first wound that we get of thoughtless awareness, Nirvichar Chetna. We bring both our hands together in Namaskar and thank Shree Mataji and our Kundalini Mother inside for this blissful experience. For those of you who have just joined, and it's been a very short time since you joined, I would request you to continue attending these sessions for a while because it takes some time to really understand and establish this experience properly. It is a great chance and just the sprouting of a seed that has happened today, which must become a tree. We must meditate daily at home, the morning and the evening, for 5-10 minutes. And we should do foot soaking, which is a method where we put our feet in a tub of water which has salt in it. It cleanses out a lot of things and helps us. There are ways and methods to protect us, taking bandhan, etc. And we should also do collective meditation once in a week in nearby centers. There are centers all over the world of Sahaja now. You can find out about them on the YouTube chat link given. Go and attend these sessions nearby. They are again completely free of cost. There are no charges anywhere. How to meditate at home and learn these things, you can do that by joining our WhatsApp group. The link for that again is given in the YouTube chat. And the YouTube channel itself has some short videos that tell us about it. Establish yourself with Sahaj Yoga and bring more of your friends and family who can benefit. As there are no questions today, we'll end the session here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shree Mataji.